Heineken Champions Cup final time is approaching. It is Leinster up against Saracens, two of the best teams in the world, coming together. And yeah, you should be pumped for this one because it looks like it's going to be a cracking game. It's almost like an international when you look at the lineups. Very class teams coming together. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning for this one in New Zealand. I will definitely be getting up despite the time because, yeah, who wouldn't want to see Leinster go up against Saracens? It is in Newcastle, which I guess is a interesting venue given their relegation news from the Premiership, but hopefully it is a good news story for Newcastle to get some fans along, I suppose, but I guess we will see. Yeah, Leinster going into this one, they did top their pool on 25 points. They did not have a perfect record. They did lose that one game over in France to Toulouse. It was 28 points to 27. That was the only blot on their record. Otherwise, they won all their games, including a 21-18 quarterfinal win over Ulster, which was a pretty tight affair, and a 30 points to 12 pretty comfortable semi-final over Toulouse again, who they ended up playing 3 times. Saracens also had a side that they played 3 times. For them it was Glasgow twice in the pool and then once in the quarterfinal. So they were perfect throughout the Champions Cup. They have not slipped up yet. 6 wins in the pools. They finished first in their pool, obviously, on 28 points. They beat Glasgow 56 points to 27 in the quarterfinal, and then 32 points to 16 over Munster in the semi-final. So I guess both sides have had a bit of experience playing. You know, like Saracens have had a few Pro 14 teams to play, in Glasgow multiple times again, and Leinster had Bath and Wasps in their pool, so yeah, there's a fair bit of experience there. In terms of their overall records, you look at the total points, and I think Saracens had a difference of 104. Leinster had a difference of 116, so there's not much in it. They both scored 32 tries throughout the comp, so dead even. They both kicked 28 conversions throughout the comp, so dead even. Leinster is your number 1 side in the Champions Cup for carries by quite a long way, but Saracens is your number 1 side for line-out wins, so each have got their own thing that they seem to be excelling at, which again kind of makes it a pretty spicy looking affair. In terms of the head-to-head, it's Leinster 3-0 in the Champions Cup, so Saracens will be looking to break that record. I'm not sure if the fact that it's in Newcastle gives them any advantage, because it's not like a whole time zone difference, but it is in England. It'll be interesting to see what kind of ratio there are in the supporters, because in that semi-final there were a lot of Munster fans who made the trip across to support them. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see if it's in England gives any advantage to the Saracens guys. I mean, Newcastle's not exactly just a short trip from London, but I guess we'll see. In terms of the lineups, Leinster have named an unchanged 15 from the team that played Toulouse in the semi-final, so it's Kearney at 15. Henshaw and Ringrose continue on the midfield. James Lowe has been dynamite and he continues on the left wing. Sexton and McGrath. I think the only injury doubt I read was about Cronin at hooker, but he has been named and he has scored a fair few tries in the Champions Cup this season, so he will be looking to continue there. I suppose all eyes will be on his line-out throwing, given the opposition that Saracens will be putting up in that line-out time. But I mean, you've got Ryan and Tona there, so it doesn't come much better in terms of a locking duo. For Saracens, they've made a couple of changes. Rhodes is out, so Itoje moves back to the back row. Will Skelton comes in the second row. And also Straddle moves to the bench, and Sean Maitland starts there. Otherwise, it's an unchanged lineup. I mean, Mako Vunipola has not had all that many minutes from what I understand, so he got through, I think I read it was over an hour in the Munster game, which I did watch, but it's a while ago now, so I can't remember. But yeah, otherwise, still a classy outfit. You've got Skelton, as I said, and Cruz in the second row, so that'll be a challenge. You got Vunipola, Billy that time at number 8. So some of these matchups, like Mako, Vunipola and Tyke Furlong, is always just a very interesting matchup. Spencer and Farrell, so Farrell up against Sexton is another interesting matchup. Both of those guys at times are prone to losing their temper, so if one of them goes behind, it'll be interesting to see who can kind of keep their cool better. Barritt and Lozowski in the midfield. Williams is on the right wing, Goode is at fullback, and Maitland's on the left wing. So yeah, you look at these matchups on paper and it's got very interesting matchup written all over it. So 4 a.m. for me, I will have the coffee ready. I think it's 5 o'clock over in the UK. So I mean, to be honest, it's better than if it was a like a 2 o'clock kickoff, because that'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning for me. So either way, it's definitely going to be one to get up for. I will be there on the screen anyway. I know some of you guys will be at the game, so those of you who go to the actual game, enjoy it. It should be a good atmosphere. It should be a really good game, I'm hoping, because I mean, Leinster potential to get that 5th star on their jersey for Saracens, a potential 3rd, so both sides will want to do it. I feel like it could be heated. There's a lot of competitive guys in these squads. I mean, you don't get to be that level player without having that certain cutting edge about it. So given that it's a, you know, almost an international, it's a final, yeah, it's got a bit of potential there to get, I don't want to say nasty, but at least heated. So in terms of the bookies who have got the favourite, it's pretty much at evens. When I last checked, Saracens were like kind of half a point favourites, so almost evens for that one. I guess the fact that they got that one extra win in the comp overall, I'm not sure about domestic form, whether that counts in terms of what the bookies have got the odds at, whether punters are going for that more. But either way, it is looking to be a very tight game. You guys let me know your thoughts. How do you think this one's going to go? Who have you got as favourites? Yeah, either way, hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully, I know last year's final got a bit of a bum rap from some people, but hopefully this one proves to be entertaining. Anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.